Hi, as you can see, I'm on my way to a location to do this video. I have thought long and hard whether I should do this video. As anyone who knows me knows, I'm not really one to share my personal struggles with the world. So this is fairly big for me to be sharing this video with everyone. So hopefully it'll give you a little bit of an insight on how I train and why I train, and also hopefully it will inspire people out there that are having medical issues or struggles to just keep going and be determined, and anything you put your mind to you can achieve. So sit back, have a little bit of a listen. I'd love to hear your comments down below on what you think, or some advice on how you train if you have a disability or a medical issue. I'm happy to hear it all and encourage everyone, and just hopefully this inspires a few people to get out there and just have a little bit of a go. Welcome to another video. I've had a few questions on how I stay motivated with the medical condition that I have. I've recently just been diagnosed. There's still some tests to be confirmed of small fibre neuropathy, which is a condition in your sensory nerves, which is why I get pins and needles in my hands, feet, arms and legs, and numbness. And just recently I've got foot drop in my left foot as well, so I've now been given a brace to wear on that to keep the front of my foot up so that I stop tripping on stuff. So people have been asking me why and how I stay motivated. My response really to that is it's more determination rather than motivation, because I've never really been one to let something stop me from doing something that I want to achieve. Is training harder? Yeah, for sure. Of course it's harder, but exercise is actually really good for slow progression of small fibre neuropathy. So it will actually slow it down, and it also helps with pain control for the condition. I do 2 sessions a week with a PT from UBF, Urban Based Fitness, at Gateshead, down the road from my house. However, they're hardly ever in the gym. Ben's always makes training fun and enjoyable and adaptable to how I am on the day. He modifies any activity that I do. If I'm having trouble with it, he'll modify it so that I can actually achieve the goal that we set for that day. Most recently we've been either doing a bike ride or a run earlier in the week. On a Thursday we do a swim in at the local baths. I actually, up until about 2 or 3 weeks ago, hadn't done a swim in the pool or in the baths since March, so I was very rusty, to say the least. As I said at the start of the video, I was given a brace last week to wear on my foot to help with the foot drop, to keep my toes up, so when I'm running I'm not tripping. I'll put some footage in here to show you the difference between how it was a few months ago and how it is now. It's definitely helping, which is great. I can tell you that I'm happy to wear it for training, but the time it takes me to put it on for transition in a race probably is not practical. So I have perfected a taping a type of taping that will hopefully do the same job as the brace while I'm racing, and I'll be able to tape it the morning of the race, so it won't disadvantage me in a transition for a race in any way. I've actually got a sprint triathlon coming up in about 7 weeks. Up until now, I've competed in 4 triathlons. There was 11 months between my first one and my second one. They've all only been tempter distance, so 300 meter swim, 10k bike ride, 3k run. So this is like a massive difference in distance for me. This is like double the distance. All I can say is if I make it through the swim, we'll be right to complete the race. If I don't drown, we are good. Just a little bit of a background on my swimming, really. I couldn't really swim very well, and my kids were doing nippers at Surf Life Saving. My eldest daughter, she was about 14 at the time. She wanted to do the ocean swim, and she asked me would I compete in it with her. It was a 1500 meter swim at our local beach. I had never been in the ocean above my waist and was not a strong swimmer at all. I just knew enough to save myself in a pool, basically. I was about 40 at the time. But because I wanted to show her that you shouldn't be afraid of anything, and you can do anything you put your mind to, I said I'd do it with her. I had 2 weeks to prepare for this race. I thought, oh my God, what have I got myself into? I went on YouTube, looked at how to swim in open water, hit the pool every day for 2 weeks. I thought, this is not going to be enough to get me through this. I'm going to drown. I had one of the older guys at the surf club. He got his surf ski and he pretty much paddled next to me the whole way, which was awesome. Yes, I came last, but I made it. And showed my kids that anything is possible if you put your mind to it. That wasn't the whole story. I then went on to do my bronze. So I could patrol with my 2 daughters. I no longer do patrols. Life's changed. Things have got in the way. One of my daughters has been doing college overseas playing soccer. So we just haven't had time to be a lifesaver, a volunteer lifesaver. But it taught me resilience, determination, which now I take forward into my triathlon journey. I will be uploading videos between now and my sprint triathlon race in about 7 weeks. So I hope you can follow along with me to the finish line. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and like to follow the journey to my first sprint. It should be a very interesting ride.